That's damn, babe.
I can go. You can hang out with the boys.
No.
Absolutely not.
I don't know how to fix your microphone is fine.
It's all right. I'll try not to yell. I get a little passionate on these shows sometimes. I try my best to keep my.
Pat's not here, so you should be okay.
Happy Black History Month. I'm just gonna say it all month long because it's a thing. We took my kid to school or to his practice today at the school, and there's this big Black History Month sign up there with like all of the Obama's on it, Martin Luther King's on it, like and I was just like, okay, yeah, we're doing this. This is cool.
We're doing this. We're there.
Does your kid's school do it?
I haven't seen anything at all, actually, surprisingly. For apparently my kids' schools are racist because I haven't heard anything about any Black history, anything, which I'm totally fine with. I'm cool with that. But yeah, that's surprising. I haven't heard nothing.
Do you guys remember learning about it? Jeremy and I have talked about this before. I remember it, but not really until middle school, like that 5th, 6th, 7th grade when you start learning how to write book reports and shit. And I don't remember it. You just learned history. That's all I remember. It was like you just learned history, and then maybe during February you picked like Harriet Tubman to do a book report on or some shit.
Yeah, I remember it more like that. And you have to remember my middle school was 7th, 8th, 9th. So I was still in elementary school all the way up until 6. Really? Mine was K through 6 was elementary, middle school 7th, 8th, and 9th, and then high school was 10th, 11th, and 12th. So that's why it's so weird for me because G's is not. G will be in middle school in 5th grade, which is insane to me to think that he's considered.
I've never heard elementary. I knew someone was going to make fun of you for how you said it.
Yeah.
The man behind the mask. Elementary. Say it again.
She says the whole.
There it is. Oh, getting riled up already. No, so.
Supposedly, you want me to go back to say?
No, please don't.
Supposedly,
no, please
those
don't.
are 2 words. We found out. They're both words. It's just.
I don't trust your friend.
The application.
Dylan.
Oh God.
That's what someone was saying. They're saying there's a place for supposedly, but I'm like, I just don't.
No, I'm not saying any of those words anymore, guys. I'll say grade school. When I was in grade school, my grade school goes to 6th grade.
I've actually never heard of that. This is literally the first time I've ever heard in my life that any elementary that went to 6th grade. I've never heard that before. That's wild.
Yours was.
So then you only have 3 years of high school?
Yeah, no B. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Supposedly. Probably. Yeah, I say probably.
Oh, it is a word.
What?
Supposedly.
What? Supposedly? Where?
This word means as may be conceived or imagined. Dude, Yahoo. You're on Yahoo, dude. Come on. That's we can't trust that.
Trust Yahoo.
Commies.
That's not whatever.
But no, was then 10th, 11th, 12th high school or?
Yep.
Really?
And it was in the same building as my grade school. Fuck all y'all, I ain't saying that word again. Was in the same building, just on the separate side. So like elementary, here we go. Elementary was on this side. And then the high school was on the complete other side. But we shared the same cafeteria. Which is interesting.
With little kids. That's
obviously not at the same time, but the cafeteria was for both. So the elementary school kids would go first, and then we would go later if we were in the cafeteria.
Was it a big school?
Yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Interesting. I learned something today. I haven't learned.
And our district had 3 elementary schools that went to 1 junior high and then 1 high school. Who's ringing? Someone's
ringing. You hear my buzzing?
It's got to be Germ because he uses his phone.
Always.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm kind of popular, guys. People text me all the time. I'm sorry. Jeez.
All right. What do you guys want to get into today? Can we talk about how I saw a whole male butthole on Taylor today? I'm trying to scrub it off right now, but I can't.
Did Taylor moon the camera again?
Mm-hmm.
You haven't watched it?
No.
It's not only that he moons the camera, it's the aftermath. It's how he feels about what he's done when Lizzie finds out.
It wasn't even. I just think he didn't think it
nice.
through when he was bent over. Like
What?
normally, when he moons the camera, he just moons it real fast, like a regular mooning. This was, I don't know, mooning like extra plus or like it was should be behind a paywall or some shit. But like
What,
No, we gotta
he
pay
spread
for
his
that.
cheeks? Like what?
he was bent over, so his cheeks spread, and I was like, "Oh, we
Mhm.
saw it. We
Did
saw
you
it."
get the goat?
the what?
We saw it.
Isn't that what they call it in Waiting? You remember that movie Waiting?
Oh
Where-
yeah. Where they're like
He
pulling
went through
their
every
balls- their
stage
balls
of grief.
Oh man, he did. Like it was just a whole rest of the episode of him just like, guys, I can't believe I did
The
that.
best was it's an accident. Like
It was an accident.
And he kept saying it was an accident. And I'm like, it was
Over
not.
and over, bro.
It was
it
not.
was so
It was
funny.
fantastic.
It
You gotta
was.
watch
It was
bro.
great. It's like one of the greatest moments in Kill Taylor history.
No goat.
Mhm.
Margot says.
Margot, yeah, no goat.
No,
no
go.
goat.
It was
Yeah,
a
that
slow start to the show because that was really surprising because it's been hitting this new format. The revamp has been hitting. It's been like, and then today, like 30 minutes, nobody calls in. I mean, something crazy was destined to happen. We saw a butthole.
Oh yeah, that's true. There needs to be a caller immediately upon so
Yeah.
that nothing crazy happens. They left him 20 minutes to improvise, and we got butthole. It was amazing.
Someone says it all the time. You leave boys unsupervised. This is what we do. Buttholes,
It's the-
wieners, ball sacks.
It's the green one. Can't
That is
tell.
a nice one.
Lighting.
It's green.
Yeah, this is back when they were. I think this is made by RX, whatever.
Oh wow!
Says
That's
Bam
nice.
We're Live on the back.
Oh wow.
Cool,
And we're
dude.
live. Oh shit.
Cool.
I'm an OG, dude. Come on, son.
That's we only rep Vindicate on the show, even though I'm in Rogue right now. But it's freezing. It's like 2 degrees here right now, and snow.
Yeah, you're getting the aftermath. Dylan's probably still in it. You're getting the aftermath of, I imagine, our weather patterns and Wisconsin kind of make their way towards you. And it's finally back up to like 20, 30 degrees. Feel like it's summer over here. Y'all are getting we had like 2 straight weeks of 2, 0.
Yeah, we're there. We made it. We're there.
It is very cold.
Yeah, we got like 12 inches of snow, and then a few days later it snowed again, and then it's been like 10 degrees at night and 20 during the day, so none of it's melted.
Dylan, where are you? Where are you located?
Cincinnati.
Oh,
He's near y'all.
Yeah, Ohio.
Yeah.
Facts.
get in the snow.
Yeah,
All right.
we get bad shit. Bad winters. But
Mhm.
I'm out this bitch soon, so
Oh, good for you. Where are you going?
New Mexico.
Oh, good for you. Are you fighting?
No, I'm moving there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I'll fight there too.
Don't fight anywhere.
Are we messing you guys up with your? Don't you guys have fights tonight or something? Don't you have the UFC?
It's a fight night, and it's not. Oof.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
yeah.
So there's like the pay-per-views, which they're not anymore, whatever, but they're the headline ones, and then there's like these junior versions of them. That's what tonight is. It's
They
kind
call them numbered events now.
yeah,
Oh,
number
okay.
of it.
Okay.
So it's gonna be cool to watch, but like it ain't worthy enough of a preview. I don't think.
It's just so it would be like talking about like if you went on an entire CrossFit episode of just talking about sanctionals and regional athletes.
Okay.
Oh, God.
You'd have to be really, really, really into CrossFit to know all these people.
Mhm.
Right.
You know what I mean? And just same thing with fighting. It's like even the main events. A casual fan's not going to know.
Yeah.
Basically.
All right. So let's get into the fun ones. How do we feel about Elon really, really wanting to get to that island party? I've been watching everybody talk about it all week. I've been trying to figure this out. So if he really wanted to go to the party, that means he didn't go to the party. So how are we that pissed at him? Just because he wanted to go?
When did he want to go?
There you go. That's question.
I'm pretty sure it was after the 2009 conviction sweetheart deal thing.
Oh. Yeah,
So
that's
in that
little.
case, yeah, if you knew what was going on and you still wanted to go, this is funny too. One of the callers, oh, no, yeah,
Yeah.
if you knew what was going on and you're like, I still want to go, yeah, that's messed up. But if you were just like, I want to check out this island that sounds freaking cool, then cool.
Before he was convicted, is what you're saying.
Yes, yes, yes.
I think so. I think
Right?
so.
I mean,
Before,
isn't that
before he knew, excuse me, before he knew what was going on, I think. Or was it a tweet that they're pulling up? Is that what this all is
No,
about?
it was it was an email.
Oh, it was an email.
Yeah, he was like, "How can I get to the party, bro?"
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, is it an old tweet that they're bringing up now to make it look like he knew what was going on, but he didn't know what was going on? I mean, they do that shit too, where they pull a tweet from years and years and years ago to make it seem like it's relevant now. So, but if he knew and still wanted to get on the island, like, nah, that's not a good look.
That's gonna be the big. That's gonna be the big problem, is trying to decipher who knew what. Because honestly, I can say for a fact I didn't even know he was convicted of anything until like the documentary came out.
same? I didn't know.
I didn't know
any
who
of
the
that
motherfucker
stuff.
was till he fucking died.
Oh damn! Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's unusual. I think you're living your life, you're staying in your lane, you're doing the thing.
Dylan heard the Clintons killed him and heard that conspiracy allegedly, and Dylan was like, "Fuck yeah, now I know who he is."
I love a good conspiracy. And I've never fucking heard of Jeffrey Epstein, like literally until all that shit was unfolding with him. And so it's just strange. I wonder too, think about it. If Elon's like, he just like really wanted to go to the party and he wasn't invited, but this guy was convicted of this shit, he spends 6 months in jail. And he's probably telling everybody like, it's some paperwork bullshit. That's why it's just a formality. He's like calming everybody and saying like, it's a technicality. It got me on a technicality. That's why I was only able to do 6 months. If I was a pedo, I would have been locked up forever. Right. So he's telling everybody this. And then he's got a huge laundry list of all these famous people wanting to go to the island post 2008. I mean, surely that gives you as an individual confidence of going like, oh yeah, it must've been nonsense. Right? Yeah. Or it must have been. And so you just didn't take it as serious back in post 2008.
You don't think
my conjecture.
There's some truth there, dude. That's but I mean, I guess the way I would
big enough creep, the pedos didn't want him.
He's too big of a creep. Dude, you're too creepy for us.
Damn.
That's tough.
Like everybody knows everything though, right? in that realm, on that level, right? We're down here, like you say, you didn't know. I didn't know much about dude until the doc came out. But I would be very shocked to think that Elon didn't know what was going on. And I don't hate Elon. I've never been an Elon hater. I appreciate his genius and his creativity and everything he's doing and done. But like, you didn't know what was going on that island?
You really think?
Just like what's his name, Harvey
Gates,
Weinstein.
I completely believe that Bill Gates knew everything that was going on and that he was completely involved and complicit in everything before what's his face got convicted and afterwards. Like I think he's just like Prince Andrew. I don't think he gave a shit. He was like, "This is awesome. I'm a dork. I'm never gonna get laid anywhere else. I have to go to this shit." And so like he went. Like I just knew.
But I'm saying like with Harvey Weinstein. Remember Harvey Weinstein? I mean, he was all sorts of nonsense, and everybody knew. But I don't know.
Yeah,
I swear.
Tarantino said everybody knew.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Everybody knew what he was doing. They just didn't want to.
Everybody knew about Weinstein, or everybody knew about
Weinstein?
Weinstein. Yeah. Well, they had that whole casting couch thing going around that everybody knew about. That was the thing everybody knew about.
Gun to your head. What would you about Elon? Do you think he knew or not?
I don't think he did.
Okay.
I really don't. I think he was too wrapped up in his kid transitioning and that fight, and like I don't think he was paying attention to that shit. I don't. I mean, if he did know, like, bye, buddy. But like, I don't. He's one of the ones I don't. Oh, you do, Kenneth? You think you knew?
Let's do a poll for the chat.
I wish you could. I don't.
Here, I'll
or just
try.
say yes or no.
Let Joseph. Joseph, can you make a YouTube?
I forgot that Joseph.
Yeah, Joseph, can you make Can you try to make a YouTube chat poll? Did Elon know or not know?
Again, like I said the other
I
day,
think we knew.
they all need to. I'm leaning that way too, Colleen. I don't.
What's up, Jody?
Hi, Jody. I don't want to think he knew, but I don't know.
But
Yeah,
I think,
maybe that's it.
we
Maybe I
do
don't wanna think
that.
it.
I think we do that with all of the people that we look up to, or the artists and celebrities and movies, and you know what I mean. We look at them and we want to believe that it couldn't be true. But if you take that same lens and you put it into the average day person, you also don't want to believe that someone's father could do something to their children, or their uncle could do something to their nephew. You know what I mean? Like, I think that we are so numb in certain situations, but we're so numb and we're so removed from things that just we cannot as people wrap our head around to actually believe. I'll get you that. Joseph, send me your email. Text me your email and I'll do that. Like, we are so emotionally removed from it that we can't imagine that somebody would do that. So I think it's more that why it takes some people longer to believe the conspiracy theories about certain people, because you don't want to believe that they could actually do that. So I think it's both. I think it's some don't know, but also most of us are like, it just can't be true. So we don't allow it to be true if it is true. You know what I mean?
And I'll say to this, like, track record, not necessarily Elon, but just famous people. I mean, and I'll say especially, and what an appropriate month for it. One in specific, MLK. We didn't remember when you first started hearing these rumors of what he was doing. You were like, no, not MLK. Come on, not I Have a Dream. Michael Jordan, I guess a little not as innocent as MLK, but all the things he was with the gambling and all the stuff. You don't want to think it's true, but hey, track record is with famous people that have a lot of money, fame, whatever, success. It just, OJ, freaking Bill Clinton in the Oval Office. So you're like, dude, there's no way.
Michael Jackson, dude. How many of you guys think Michael Jackson is actually a file? Yeah, it's so much.
What?
Is a pedo.
Oh.
What did you say first?
Yeah, what did you say first? File?
File. I've been saying file lately.
Like you took the.
I took the pedo out and used file.
Cross that.
Do you hear the
I'm not
new?
saying that I'm not saying that MLK is Elon or anything to do with Epstein. What I'm saying is we take somebody that big in history and everything you had heard was just this great dad, great husband, great civil rights leader, and then all of a sudden you start hearing all the crazy fucked up shit that he did. And so what I'm saying is, like, yeah, he wasn't doing pedo. So I'm not saying MLK was a pedo. However, he was doing some crazy shit.
You just don't want to think of MLK, Dr. King out there having orgies and whatever. I mean, hopefully they were all with of age people. Like, go for it, have a great time. But you just don't want to think that way.
Don't meet your heroes.
Yeah, right. Facts.
Yeah, and the other thing is too, don't meet your parents. Like, don't talk to them. Like, you don't want to find out about like all kinds of crazy shit that they did, 20 years before you were alive, or when you were a kid. Like, they probably did some wild shit.
Ooh, that's a good one. Could I tell my kid all of my stories when he's an adult? When he's an adult.
There you go. Yeah. When he's older,
I don't want to hear him. He's
No,
gonna be like,
know
"I'm
that.
good, Mom."
But like, if there were stories that came out like from me, like partying in college or whatever, was there any that I would be completely like, oh, please don't?
I wouldn't want my kid to know what I was doing at 13 or 15.
Sexual stories. No, I don't need my kids knowing sexual stories. Maybe other stories that are like crazy. Well, you did that? No way. Like, yeah, okay, we can talk about that. But sexual stuff, I don't know. I don't want to put my kids through that. Your dad was a slut back in the day.
I know, but there's nothing like where my kids might
Still
find out
is.
that
What dating site are you on right now, Jeremy?
Yeah, good call.
Stop it. I just re-downloaded Hinge, okay? Just like last week. I was off that thing.
Well, hold on. We'll talk about dating sites in a second. Go, baby. Finish your thought.
No, I was going to this. Elon's dad diddled his stepkids and fathered a child with one. Ooh, gross.
That is gross.
All right, so people are just fucking weird. So then you
I'm
think Michael
telling
Jackson did it? Like, I don't want to think Michael Jackson did it, but I just don't think you're a grown dude sleeping in a bed with kids. Like, that's just like, why else would you do that?
Well, Dylan said he likes conspiracies. Have you heard the new conspiracy that Neverland was created for to get the kids off of Epstein's Isle and to save them from Epstein's Isle? Did you hear that?
Whoa.
That's
No.
a new conspiracy going around
Whoa.
saying that
Damn.
Michael knew what was going on and he created Neverland so that he could take the kids from Epstein's Isle and bring them there to save them and protect them from what was going on. That's the new conspiracy that's going out today.
Hey, and
So-
if he was as damaged as the reports are from that Jackson family, which are pretty bad, you know.
Yeah.
And maybe instead of the villain, he's the hero. I mean,
yeah,
it's
Did you hear where that originated at all?
I saw. I didn't send it to you.
From
I thought I
Michael
sent it
Jackson
to
I'm
you
like,
guys.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, that's
MJ
facts. Macaulay does still stand by
He
MJ.
does.
He still
does.
says.
Do you
nothing
think
ever
that's like,
happened.
what is the term for it? Where you're pushing away trauma blocking? I don't know. Like you don't want to come to terms that he
or
did
he
diddle you,
Stockholm
so it's
syndrome?
easier.
He loves his.
Yeah. So yeah.
No, I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Macaulay's.
Or trauma bonding, maybe almost trauma bonding.
Yeah, that's a
With-
better term.
If Michael went through what he went through,
But Michael would have knowledge of that shit. He was Scientology for a while,
no, that's pretty.
so he
nuts.
would have like access to all that information from that shit. So maybe he did. Now that would be wild if he did save kids.
he would have kids stay the night in his room and they'd like sleep in the same bed, right?
Yes,
That
that's
was
That's enough for me.
yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Dylan's like, I'm whooping
That's
that
a
ass.
fact. That's
No.
not even like argued, right? Like,
Yeah. No. That.
yeah,
no.
that's-
That was.
yeah, I'm good.
Wait,
Like-
I thought he didn't. I thought he let the kids sleep in his room and he didn't sleep in the same room. Or did I miss that part?
No,
He
that's
slept
not
in
what
the
I
same
heard.
bed as Macaulay for sure. That one I
Okay.
heard.
Okay.
I don't know about other kids, but
Yeah, no, I'm
you're-
fucking
What are
someone else,
parents?
so
What are
that's my
parents
kid.
doing?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
I
we
mean, I
are
know
not
it's
doing
Mike is-
anything. Like
You
I
know what I'm
there's
saying?
no
Like-
amount of money.
What are
that
these
you
parents
could-
doing, dude? I don't care if MJ. I don't care who it is. Like, no.
That is that image
Oh,
of
CrossFat, you're killing me.
Who?
Oh, Karl Malone, you're killing me.
Oh, man.
I remember
no.
hearing about that.
Damn.
But
That's
I that was like years ago, but I never like followed up. Like, what happened? Like, is that for real?
Oh, this one, the Karl Malone.
Yeah.
Joseph, what are you doing? You still trying to figure out?
Like, the YouTube poll. He's still trying to figure
Joseph
out.
is crying. He's mourning MJ and all these stuff. He's
know.
like, not my hero.
Yeah, I'm with Dylan on that. Yeah, once you get into sleeping in the same bed as
I'm good. That's all I need. Like, and look, like you're arguing something that is a boundary has already been crossed, like pretty largely. Like what you're gonna argue for a diddling, like beyond that, it's like I don't need it because in his mind, whether he touched him or not, in his mind, I can't tell you what was going on. But for a grown man to crawl into bed and cuddle with a kid,
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
Yeah.
That's not his own. Yeah,
Cross
that's
that boundary
crazy.
on a plane that's like you've already defined it for me.
It's a different form of child sacrifice. Yeah, if that shit's all true, that is also
What
Man,
happens? What
I can't
happens
even-
when children are molested?
oh, their life's never the same.
Never
Ever.
the same, right? They kind of get exported out of that childhood innocence, right?
Oh yeah, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Childhood
Yeah.
sacrifice.
Oh,
Child sacrifice.
Yeah, I get
Mm.
that.
oh wow.
And again,
Damn.
this is why I keep saying, I will say this forever. Anyone involved in stuff like that, anyone on this Epstein list that can be proven that they did stuff, hang them in public. Torture them, then hang them in public. I have no problem with some public freaking hangings, because that problem has gotten so out of hand. Not just the Epstein Island, but if you watch any documentaries, what is that? There's a really cool company. I think they're within the CrossFit space. They're like CrossFitters that like rescue kids. They rescue sex trafficked kids. I forget what the organization's called.
Oh, you're talking about OUR.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Did
sad
you
as
hear
shit.
the story about the
Yeah, that's the
founder
one.
of that? Did you hear the founder of that
Oh,
was caught
no.
with kids?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, you can't
like
even go
saving
there.
them?
Can't even. I
Yeah.
was devastated
We were
when I heard that.
Saving
But
them, or like
again,
what?
it goes to we idolize
Yeah.
people for certain reasons. Whether you look up to them, their music changed your life, their story that they told in a movie, like is your story, whatever it is. We idolize these people to a point of feeling like that they're going to save us. And they give a shit about us, and they don't. And that's why I'm so apprehensive for any sort of nonprofit. Like I like to keep a little bit of hope to believe that the beginning of most nonprofits come from a place of sincerity.
Mhm.
Like I have this much hope left to believe that still happens. But what usually happens with every single nonprofit? It gets flipped on its head for some other agenda.
Yeah.
People are taking money for themselves, for their own life, not giving anything back. You hear
Except
so
for
many.
BLM, they did it the right way.
Yeah.
Isn't she going to jail?
She better be going to jail.
Isn't she going to jail?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I derailed you there.
No, it's okay. But
But
that's the disheartening part. Yeah, Sound of Freedom.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Sound of Freedom. They did a movie on it.
What better? What if you are a creep though?
What better place to
better-
go?
Boom, there it is. We're saving kids. They're saving kids. Wow, man, I'm a creep. I can pretend that I want to save kids. I'm gonna get
And
in
you're
this
rescuing
organization.
kids that are already traumatized. They're
Yeah.
already used to this shit. So
Hey, there's a wild amount of firemen as well, like get convicted of child pedo stuff. Firemen.
what?
All of them.
It's
Police,
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
firemen, doctors,
Mhm.
Congress, there's so many of them. There's
See, yeah, this
many
shit's
of them.
crazy. Wounded Warrior was stealing cash.
hear
Didn't
about
something
that.
happen with barbells
Mm.
for boobs too?
Mhm.
Something happened there too that
Mhm.
was not on the up and up.
Yep. Bernie, they're already here.
Mm-hmm.
They're already here.
We're in the
You ever
way.
heard of MAPS?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Dylan, have
Have
you
you
ever
guys
heard of that shit?
MAPS? Mhm.
Yeah.
They're putting them under the umbrella too, and that's why so many of us are like, nah, we don't fuck with that shit.
Yeah, like
We don't. If you're an adult and you want to do what you do in a consensual way, knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. I'm grateful for that shit because I can marry a woman and be happy and be fine. We are consenting adults. Leave the fucking children alone.
Or if you're an adult that wants to explain to children who you like to have sex with or how you have
Right. What are you
nah,
doing?
there's
They don't
no
need to
reason
hear
for that shit. Like
Nope.
They
zero.
don't know how to make
reason.
their beds yet, man. Why are we telling them about shit like
Like,
that, man? They don't
I
clean up
mean,
after their own dinner.
you guys are, other than with each other, you two are heterosexual. You like to sleep with women. I mean, how many, do you feel an obligation to turn to other children, whether they're your own or somebody else's, and be like, I need to explain to you that I stick my penis in women's vaginas or their butts? Like, do you feel an urge to do that? I don't
Not even
understand
a
the urge
little.
of other people wanting to turn to children, whether they're your own or they're somebody else's, and explain that my sexuality is simply because I enjoy having sex with a woman.
Right.
I don't understand that. Do you guys
I don't
have any
think there is.
urges to tell little
No.
children?
I don't think there is any
No butts.
understanding.
Jeremy does
It's all
butts.
butts. It's all butts between me and Dylan. But I don't even understand the urge to talk to
Jesus.
I don't get the urge to talk to kids about sex
Wait,
at all.
Meg. Today, it's not a family show today. This is not a family show
It's
today.
not a family show today.
Scissor sheets
No, we-
timbers.
Oh God.
Oh my god! Where did you get
Oh my
that
God.
from?
Can we change the title of this show to that?
Scissor sheet timbers.
That
Yeah.
is crazy.
Or should I should title tomorrow's show Savon shows. I should title it that. You know
Yes,
what?
yes.
I'm
Is
gonna write
that
that.
out tomorrow? You'll love it.
Yeah, we're doing the pregame before the
Oh,
Super Bowl.
man.
What does Taylor
Oh,
call
yeah.
it? Bumping squids?
Bumping squid.
Bump-
Yeah.
Bumping
Yeah,
squid.
That's a good
That's
one, too.
fucking wild.
Bumping
That's
squid.
crazy.
He said some shit the other day that was like crazy. Like, if it smells like fish, it's a dish. If it smells like cologne, leave it alone.
Leave it
Or
alone.
some
Yes.
shit
I heard-
like that.
What?
Yeah, and I
Wait,
was
who said that?
dying.
Taylor?
I think Taylor said it. It was so fucking funny. I fell out, and I'm like,
man.
you're kind of right, because if it smells like,
Yeah.
it should not smell like cologne. and that's not good to get all in your mouth. But like
Have y'all ever experienced cologne?
Or like she's trying to mask like
something,
horrific-
Some
yeah. No, I
Yeah.
need the. I'm gonna need the real. I like. No, I can't do.
Yeah, I like
That was hilarious,
I
though.
like the real thing, but I've never had an experience going down there where it was
Cologne.
to cologne or perfume, except for Dylan. Very cologne, very aquadigio.
That's not from the
specifically.
front, Jeremy. That's from the back. I mean,
Oh man, but I mean,
groceries. Come on. That's
we've
true.
all been with a girl who like used too much up here, or even like too much makeup, and you're like get, doing the hickey thing or whatever, and you're just like tasting, and you're like, oh dude, like let me wipe this off real quick. Like you don't need that shit.
Oh, and he
Man.
bedazzled. Oh, and I know girls who bedazzled themselves. I don't know dudes that have bedazzled themselves.
What the fuck is
Bedazzled,
that?
yeah.
Bedazzled. You never heard of bedazzled, Dylan?
Decoration.
Remember
Downstairs
when girls
decoration?
used to put the little sparkly, like they were actual
Like the little
jewels?
gem-
I remember, yeah, like up here, like a little thing near your eye. It makes you look cute,
Yeah.
and twinkly.
Yeah. Yeah, they would bedazzle. So
They
it
would
would
do it
be,
to
Mhm.
yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was called-
Bedazzled.
It was called bedazzling, and there'd be like a whole.
Bedazzle? Was this
And-
like an infomercial at 11 o'clock at night for $19.99? You can have a caboodle.
Basically,
You know what I mean?
You got it.
I don't know. No, don't do no.
So-
You've already left the pictures of vagina up too
Oh,
long
I was
on this
gonna
show.
bring up
Don't-
some bedazzle. No, we're not
Not-
doing bedazzle.
not on actual-
Not unless it's like you can spin it as a medical explanation.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Well, what are you looking at? Oh,
I
there's
have
my
a
girl.
question for the gentleman on.
She's entered the chat. I'm fully bedazzled front to back.
Trish, leave Ron. I'm right here. I'm waiting.
So
Digging
I have
myself
heard. I have heard
Nuh-uh.
men say that it is emasculating to go down on a woman. Do y'all agree or disagree with said statement?
Emasculating to go down.
Yeah,
Hold
like
on
it-
1 second, caller.
Like it's emasculating to go down on women.
All right, hold that thought.
No.
Hold- you guys think about it. Do it.
Oh,
Caller,
we
you
have a
there?
caller?
You there, caller? You
Is
there?
it our favorite Spaniard?
They came to talk
I
about
don't know.
bedazzling.
I had you. What's up?
Is it Trish? Trish, are you calling to tell us that?
Nope, gone. Okay, try again. I don't know.
Huh.
My
Interesting.
shit's on.
Do you recognize
Yeah.
the number? Like it was it the Spaniard?
Yeah, I think it was our Spanish friend.
Hey.
It's finger looking good in my opinion. Okay, gentlemen, men, weigh in.
Go ahead, Dill.
Go ahead.
I don't even know how to comment on that.
That's why I wanted you to go first because I'm like, I don't understand the logic behind how that could be
What is
emasculating. Like,
emasculating?
what is I
Like-
mean,
It's emasculating
Because
to
you're
go down
performing like oral.
mhm,
On a woman, yeah.
and
On a
pleasuring
woman?
a woman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not.
hmm
oh, damn.
Yep,
That's
Wow, that was an actual thing.
that's
And these are
bedazzled.
not exclusively strippers?
Nope.
Nope.
the effort behind this is
Yep.
that's incredible.
Mhm.
I mean, that's impressive, man. I mean, I don't want to deal with that, but like that's
No,
impressive.
could you imagine? All I'm seeing is like my lips getting cut up, or
Right. Yeah. Or getting inside and infecting.
No.
or-
Can you imagine how much money they made?
Wow.
yeah, right.
They made a lot.
They
of
made
money.
a lot of money though.
They did.
Was this the 90s
You know-
thing?
90s, early
Oh,
2000s. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's probably why I don't know.
I'll tell you what's emasculating. And I'll never let this happen. But I've had women that have expressed to me. I've had women express wanting to do this. Nope. Is them not just go down, but go around.
To eat your groceries.
It ain't happening. That's
Groceries.
that I can imagine being emasculating. I've also never heard that term. That's fantastic.
Not from
But-
experience. Let me start this out by saying that I've heard stories from other women that have proudly
sound
said
proud.
that their men enjoy it and they love doing it to their men.
See, that's just
How
Nope.
close is that to you being gay if a woman does it?
I think we're getting pretty
Close.
We're tiptoeing. We are peeking out of the closet. Maybe
But-
our heads out of the closet.
But
you
if
know?
if a girl is doing it, right?
To you,
I mean,
I'm just
I
curious. Some dudes think any butt stuff at all is gay. Like,
Oh yeah, I
I mean-
get that. Yeah. I don't know.
Dylan paused for a second. He was like,
He's like, there go my plans tonight.
Hold on, I'll get back to you on that.
Reporting.
I'll report back.
Our next Rear Naked Take show, we'll start with that. So,
oh my
how are
god.
your groceries doing?
How old are you? Like, why were you born in like
I'm
the
46.
2000s? You're what?
46.
You're 46?
Ah,
so full of shit.
I was like, there's no way.
I'm
I said it with
31.
such a straight face.
Okay, all right.
He's the baby.
He's the baby.
Yeah.
That's fine.
He's the baby.
Yeah.
Oh
Damn,
my
Trish.
God.
Is
Don't
it gay
read
to suck your
Trish's
man's
comments.
hemorrhoids?
Oh my God.
Dog. That's crazy.
Oh my,
Dylan's never coming back on it.
oh my God, dude.
Bro,
Oh.
my wife's about to go into labor. And I'm hoping he calls right now. Get me out of here.
Oh, gotta go, guys. Dear
Oh,
God.
shit. All right,
Trish.
change it.
Dylan will be fine. One
Yeah,
or
I'll be
two
all right.
more of these shows, and he'll be wanting to talk about asses
Yeah.
and,
Yep.
And
whatever.
groceries and hemorrhoids.
groceries
Yeah.
and what's for lunch, and
Yeah,
Let's,
sushi.
Saturday night is not for family.
that's fair.
We haven't done a
Nope.
Saturday night show in a minute.
Mm-mm.
All right, so should we get to the don't flex for
Scared.
everyone, Dylan? You're gonna make
What?
people. I said, don't sit over here and flex for
Oh.
everybody. You're gonna
No,
make
right now.
Trish crazy.
You're gonna steal
Right.
Trish from me.
Trish is
It's like watching a 12-year-old
He's
figure out
pushing
how
his
his camera
cleavage
works.
together.
I'm
He's
trying to fit in the
cleavage
narrow
himself
box.
do you want to
Oh,
get to
man.
the Tinder swindler?
Yes.
Since Jeremy's on the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
what
literally
is
had
that?
to Google. I had to Google what I saw the title, and I'm like, "What is a Tinder?" Or something? I had ideas, and I looked it up, and I'm like, "Damn, that's like that actually happened." Like, that's
Yeah,
a
it did.
thing.
It's continuing to happen. It's crazy.
So it's just all of these certain dudes that what they do is they love bomb women and then take them for all their money basically, and these women just will shell out 10 grand.
hundreds of
Yeah.
thousands of dollars they
Women
give.
have
I didn't.
money?
I didn't look into. Yeah, I didn't look into how do they get the money. What'd you say? I
God
didn't-
damn! Clip that shit.
what'd you
Very
say?
misogynist thing you just said there.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was there. I had to take it.
No, please do
Women
not
have money.
apologize. That is what this show
Wow.
is all about.
Dylan's good now. He warmed up.
I love that. That's
The
funny.
Tinder
Mhm.
swindler. So this
But
guy
this
was
guy's
balling
the-
out of control by convincing women to send him money, basically.
Yeah, they
Yes.
were saying he's like black ops. Like he would be taken by Mossad and shit, and he would need money to get out and like get new passports and all this crazy outlandish shit. And these women would just send him like open up credit cards for him and credit lines for him, and then he'd go take his
Before
other
even
women.
meeting them, or like.
No, they would meet him, but it was very like
Yep. And that woman right there in the picture, she has another show called Love Con Revenge. So what she does now is she goes and helps other people. She goes and helps other women that are dealing with the same thing. And they tell stories. There was this one guy that used his military background as a way to get this woman to give him, I think it was like $50,000 or something like that.
God.
Like,
yeah, and
I mean,
lied
they
about
go-
his entire military background
Yep.
to do it. Like he,
Wow.
yeah.
yeah.
Do you
this
think?
particular scammer, this first one, the Tinder swindler, as you can see, close to $10 million.
Yeah, he got from these chicks.
from multiple
What?
women,
Yeah,
multiple women.
and he would just
That guy?
yeah, and he would just spend it on the hotter women. So like he would
Yep.
steal it from.
He's not
women,
even like a. He looks like the
So
He
he's
was
lamest.
part
guy.
of.
Does he have an online course that I can take, or how does that work?
Yeah, where do we sign up for this? Damn.
yo,
Wow.
he had Rolexes, Bugattis, or Ducatis. Sorry,
Mhm.
Ducatis, like all kinds. It was wild, dude.
Mhm.
Who gets swindled more, men or women? Do you think?
MTV had a show for years about dorks getting swindled by fake chicks.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah. That's true. That's true. But
Yeah,
from that little
madly in
documentary
love with chicks
alone,
online for years and then try to meet them, and it was all just a catfish. It was just
Like
Uh,
I would say worse than catfish. Like catfish is usually more
Yeah,
emotional,
catfish.
not usually.
yeah, there's no money.
There's not usually
typically,
money
right?
transaction with
There-
those, but
it was story to story. Sometimes people sent money, sometimes they didn't. Sometimes they were just like, they would fly out to Paris to meet them, and they
Yeah.
would be like, "Oh, I got caught up. I can't be there. Sorry." So they're just like in Paris for no reason.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
There was
You're just
one.
an idiot. Like
there
I
was-
think it's men for sure. Much
You think
more
men for sure?
than women. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Stories are women.
I got this friend who he's just went through divorce. Towards the end of his marriage, his wife was playing this online phone game. I don't even know what it was, Clash something battle, whatever. And she like one where you can meet people. You can actually like meet people and chat with them. And long story short, she was like having like phone sex with this guy who lives in Romania, and now she wants to fly to Romania to meet him and take the kids with. And I'm just like, I mean, maybe it's women. I don't
It's
know.
vulnerability. It's the
It
vulnerable women.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's a humongous husband role that's lacking there. You know,
I agree. I 100% agree.
What do you mean? Explain.
Husband ain't doing his job.
Well, they don't have one. That's
although-
why. That's the point.
Yeah, they don't have one. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I
they're
was talking
having
about Jeremy's example. Didn't he,
Oh,
didn't he say she
sorry.
was married or something?
Yeah. Although
Well, most of these women
You can-
are recently like divorced.
Sure, and he's
So-
taking advantage of their
And the
vulnerable
vulnerable.
state.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, although like I speaking from experience, I wasn't perfect. I wasn't like the world's best husband or nothing, but like I was recognized in our friend group as a really good husband, and she even said herself, "I'm a great dad," and she freaking bounced out on me. And now is if I told you everything that's going on in her life now, it ain't pretty. So sometimes it ain't the guy. Sometimes it's just
No, of
who
course
said
not.
it?
Nobody's
Olivia
saying
said
that.
midlife crisis, and that shit's real, man. But I get your point. It's a lot of times it's just husband or boyfriend or whatever just ain't showing up at all. So they're like, you know what? F you, dude. I'm gonna go get
women don't
catfish.
want to cheat. They want it. That's why they get like bamboozled into sending all this money because they actually want to help out and be at home and blah blah. And
You
they get
think
bludgeoned shit.
you think the best of people, G.
I do. I really do.
I've
been trying
for
to
Yeah,
this
yeah, I
whole
know.
show to
So-
like.
I would agree. I would tend to agree.
appreciate it.
I would
I
tend to
agree.
agree with you. I think
I'm
she's
getting-
right there. There's like there's a
Your
there's-
situation's different, Jeremy. Like,
Well,
there's like
and
an
even
emotional desperation for companionship.
yeah.
and
yeah, for sure,
that
women have
can
that.
be filled very easily if you're, not a damn good husband. You know what I mean?
See, and I thought my situation was like unique, and I guess it is. But what I'm getting at is like I always said I'll never be cynical. I said it from a young age. I'll never think the worst. I'll never be cynical. And over the last 3 years of this divorce, dude, I can't tell you how many dudes I know, whether I've done CrossFit with them, coached with them, traveled with them, grew up with them, whatever. They're like, dude, like I was trying so hard, and she just went. Something happened. She got around the wrong people, whatever. And like, I mean, I've run into my buddies' ex-wives at bars and places, and they're just drunk and like macking on all the dudes, just sloppy, horrible looking. And I'm like, this is what you prefer rather than a stable marriage? Like, please explain that to me. That don't make any sense. But
It's the instant gratification, and it's the desire. It's the feeling of being desired. And normally, what happens in marriages is that the reason that marriages split is because not everybody wants to continue to work on the marriage and thinks that the lust and the fantasy and the honeymoon phase of the beginning is going to be constant without work. And you have to recreate that, and you have to make that decision if you want to recreate it with the same person over and over and over and over again. That's a successful marriage. It doesn't mean that when you're going through shit that you throw in the towel. Sometimes you need help. Sometimes you need professional help. But I think one of the issues with marriages is going outside of your marriage to get support that you should be looking for in your wife. Meaning, if I'm going through something with Garrett, I'm not calling Megan. I'm not calling Dens. I'm not calling my sister-in-law. I'm not calling outside of my marriage if Garrett and I are going through something. I used to do that in my past relationships.
I was about to say, not with us.
Obviously, it didn't work. But the rule that her and I created, even from the beginning, being babies in this marriage, was like, we are not going to talk about our shit that we're going through outside of our marriage until we can laugh about it later. We tell stories about situations that we went through. Yeah. Like, we got in a fight and I took her car and drove away. That's a funny story to tell that people laugh at.
It was not funny at the time.
You know what I mean? But,
like, no.
And that was in the beginning of our marriage. It was a brand
fucking new car too.
And I left the house in that shit.
Like, well,
but I think that is more of the issue and why marriages are falling apart, because you don't want to do the work and have the conversations within the marriage with your partner. You go look to your girlfriends. I've been in a lot of mom groups that bitch and complain about their husbands, and they look at me and they're like, yeah, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know what that means. Or I hear stories of, just wait until you and Garrett have been married for 20 years, or when you guys are older, whatever, just wait because you guys are going to be, separated and not like each other. And I'm like, that's not my goal. Like, my goal is to be flirting with her the same way I flirted with her when we first got together. That's my goal.
Yeah, gotta tell her that ass is fine every day. Yeah.
How long into your guys' relationship did you, Colleen? Did you guys kind of come up with?
Make that
we're not going to talk to other people about our shit. Also, the concept of like the forever dating thing, you know what I'm saying? The flirting and stuff like that. Was there like hard times and then you figured it out, or did you go into like, this is what we're gonna do?
Well, in the beginning,
yeah, absolutely, Jeffrey.
Yeah,
100%.
In the beginning, Garrett, it's okay for Colleen to drive the car. Worry when she starts keying it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, Bernie.
Yeah,
fair.
She's got pretty
don't
cars.
go that far.
So I mean, if she pissed me off that bad,
then I deserved it.
Then
most
you
likely,
deserved it. Yeah.
Right.
To answer your first part, we decided and made that rule with each other when we first got together. There were two rules that we made when we first got together. Was that we are not going to yell at each other and call each other out of each other's name, and the second one. Oh boy, Trish!
Yeah,
don't read Trish.
I'm sorry, Colleen.
He does it all the time. He does it all the time. We don't yell. We don't call each other out of our names, and we don't scream at each other. And we also don't go out of our marriage to talk to other people about our marriage. We made that decision very, very early on. The other part about the flirting and the intimacy and the being friends, that is something that Garrett and I work on constantly and always, because that is so important to us. We are each other's best friends. If we can't laugh with each other, if we can't joke with each other, if we can't be best of friends, the rest of our marriage doesn't fall into place. Because if we're not connected that way, then we're not connected any other way. So we've had, I think like anybody, like you go through seasons where there are seasons that are very, very challenging and you're trying to figure it out. But with every day, we have found ways to be like, okay, if we're going through something, that's fine. But you still better smack my ass when I walk by you. If I want to give you a kiss, you better kiss me. We're going to go to bed and you're still going to cuddle me before we go to bed. You're not going to sleep on the other side of the bed. You know what I mean? So like with that, that's always a work in progress.
Hey, and those seasons that you go through where it's difficult to figure out, they're like, the second or third round of Fran, where like, it's like, it can feel like collapse. Like you're like, I don't know if I could do another rep, but you have to like take a step back and realize I only got 9 reps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's, if we push through this, which I think a lot of people give up, and then subsequently nothing's addressed from there. And then divorce is ultimate outcome of that. But I love what you said. Like you don't hold each other in contempt. That's very important. You motherfucker, you bitch. Like, none of that shit. No, we're not playing this schoolyard name calling fucking game. We're going to argue about the argument, and we have certain standards and parameters that we're going to stay within when we do so.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, it sounds like you two do very well, which is what me and my wife do, which we live an incredible, happy, healthy marriage. And it just seems like a competition of who can work on themselves better. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to fix her and she's not trying to fix me. We're trying to fix ourselves.
Yep.
We're trying to better ourselves in any kind of way possible. And so it takes like navigating our marriage. It's so much smoother, you know, and there's bumps and there's rocks and stuff, but you get over those and you have more resilience in fighting through them, you know? So you don't just quit when it gets tough.
And I also think too, at least for me, and I'll just speak for me, I brought resentment into my marriage for something that Garrett has never done. So I brought that into our marriage, and I brought mistrust into our marriage, and I brought all of these things into our marriage that Garrett didn't do to me, but she has had to deal with them. And
You
she has
wake
had
up
to
from a
walk.
dream of her cheating on you and
That feels so fucking real. Like,
I get smacked in the head and I'm like, what the fuck?
or I always know if she has one because I wake up to an elbow in my face because she's still sleeping. And I'm like, oh, okay. I just have to like wake her up for a second and tell her I'm still here.
Yeah,
But when you get into relationships with people, we're not just getting into a relationship in that very moment. We both are bringing things from our into our marriage that neither one of us is responsible for. But we create scenarios around difficult seasons where then all of a sudden it is a blame game, and that's where the work is, where it's retraining yourself that like it's not you. This is all my bullshit, and like you said, focusing on yourself. And I've really done a lot for that. And Garrett's been doing a lot of that for herself too, or whatever, because we need to work on ourselves in order for everything else to fall in line.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
This is what was my experience. So again, personal experience, but I've seen it play out in a lot of relationships. And so growing up in my household, I don't think my parents had a horrible marriage by any stretch of the imagination, but excuse me, there were a lot of things we learned the wrong way. There were a few things we learned the right way, but a lot of things we kind of learned the wrong way. There's a lot of things my dad did that I won't go into detail about now. But I was able to kind of like grow out of that, like learn from the wrong lessons. And then like, all right, a path forward. How do I conduct myself specifically with women? And then my ex, her parents, man, Jeffrey just set it up above, sleeping in separate bedrooms. They've been doing that for a long time. They'll in front of us and the kids, they'll scream at each other how they hate each other, and like they're the old Catholics, so they don't get divorced, right? Old Catholics don't get divorced. It's whatever. I mean, they straight up hate each other. It's vile. It's so uncomfortable to be around. They don't work through anything. They can't have conversations. The list goes on. While I was able to break away from what the example I saw, I figured, I was like, all right, I'm not going to do that. That was horrible. You know, I'm not going to do that. She was not able to do that. Her parents are her idols. Those are the greatest people on the earth, which I get. That's mom and dad. I get it. You know, we all can understand that. But hey, like, do you want to have that marriage? That's what you want. You want to eventually sleep in a different bedroom. You want to always be angry about the littlest things and blow it up out of proportion. You want to not be able to talk, blah, blah, blah. And that was the problem I faced. I had somebody who idolized their parents, couldn't get away from that example of a marriage. They thought that's how it's supposed to be done. And I'm like, no, let's do our thing. You and me, let's do something else. If it goes against your parents and my parents, cool. You know, whatever. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced something like that, but it's tough, man.
I didn't have, well, I mean, my mother was not a really great example. She had men coming in and out. Like she was a serial monogamist, so she just had a dude. There was really never a time where she didn't have a dude.
Couldn't be single.
Yeah, no, not at all. And then my grandparents have been together since they were basically in high school, and they got married when my grandfather was a freshman in college, or my grandmother was a freshman, and he was a sophomore in college, and then he joined the military. But so I have that example. My aunts and uncles, they've been married forever too, so I have those examples, but my marriage was always going to be different because like I'm a lesbian. So there was really, I mean,
yeah.
there wasn't, I
Still,
didn't have, but yeah,
yeah.
I had the way that
But
my
it was gonna be your marriage. It wasn't gonna be, well,
yeah,
this is how my parents did it. Like if it was a good thing,
no, a little
or
bit.
this is how my like if it was a
I had a
good
little
thing,
bit of
yeah,
that.
sure.
It was, the way that Colleen would react to stuff, I'd be like, well, wait, my grandmother didn't react like this when my grandfather did that. Like, what is happening right now? How am I losing?
Sure. Yeah,
And,
yeah.
That was a tough day when Garrett realized that I'm not her
I was like, wait.
grandmother.
I was like, no, I know how this works. I do this, this, and this, and then I'm loved. What is happening right now? No, why are you still pissed at me? What is going on? But
what I'll say is
a little
that
bit, I
if
guess.
I followed suit to my parents' relationship, I would not be married. If I followed suit to the other relationships that I grew up watching, I would not be married. That is exactly my thing. My parents stayed together way longer than they should have. My parents did the same thing too. And they did for their own reasons, and that is what it is. But if I was to follow suit, I would not be married, and I would not be married as long as I am, and I would not have the successful marriage that I have, and I would not have the relationship that I have with my kid. And like, if I followed all of those suits. So going back to what I said the first time of like, when we get into relationships and we get into marriages that we're bringing up bullshit from our past, I also believe that you have a choice to do with that as you see fit. At the end of the day, I have a choice on how I show up in my marriage, and I choose to have a very different marriage than what I have seen. And that's just a personal choice. It's not a punch down on the way that other people have their marriages. Things work for other people that don't work for us. But for us and for me, I work to have my marriage and focus on my marriage, on what works for us. So I think we all have that choice. And I don't know, obviously, I don't know your ex, but I take that to a individual level. It's an individual level. If Garrett and I got into a marriage and she wanted to grow and I didn't, then that would be very difficult for us to stay in a marriage. If she was or vice versa. If I wanted to grow and she didn't, it would be very difficult for our marriage to be successful and to survive something when you have someone that's trying to go this way and the other person's trying to go that way. So I think that it came down to you two as an individual, where you were saying, listen, I don't want to do that. I want to do us. And for her, that definition of us was always very different than yours. And I think that was where the challenge was for you guys, where maybe it was never meant to be like, to figure out that you guys are in it together. Does that make sense? Like, Dylan, like, do you feel that way too? 100%. Like, where you and your wife are very much on the same trajectory? She might have different bumps than you have, but you guys are literally going the same way.
Yeah, we're both on an upward trajectory on our own volition for the betterment of our family. You know, it's not contingent on, well, you don't do this, so I'm not going to do that. You know, it's no, we're both like focused on like our flaws and our, you know, shortcomings and trying to work on those as we go. It does take work, but yeah, you have to realize a few things. Is that like growth, like you have to grow together. If one person's not willing to grow, it's a recipe for disaster. And what does that mean? Well, it probably means something like leaving juvenile behaviors behind, like wanting to go out with your friends on the weekends and something. Like if you have a family, especially, like that's just not a thing anymore. You gotta give your family your time, because most of it's spent at work anyway, you know. And and then what example are you setting for your kids? You know, because your kids sense all that stuff, man. If you're screaming and shouting at each other every other night of the week, I mean, they're going to be a really insecure, like scared kid, because there's nothing secure in the household.
And they're going to do that likely when they grow up.
What's that?
They're going to do that generational curse type stuff. They're going to, well, that's how my parents communicated. So when my partner pisses me off, I'm going to yell at them. I'm going to scream at them just the way my parents did.
Yeah. I mean, you know, that's a potential for sure. But I say that, you know, and for anonymity's sake, like I have a friend who I grew up in a divorced household, multiple divorces, but like I have a friend who their parents are still together and they've hated each other's guts for a long time, you know? And it's like, gosh, which one's worse? Like, but the point is like, you cannot let your, you like Colleen said earlier, you're bringing baggage into the relationship that is not your wife or your husband's or your, you know, like that's not their problem to deal with. It's yours to fix and to make constant adjustments. It's going to take time. So it takes patience from the other end, but it's a matter of working on yourself. And what is the purpose of working on yourself? It's so this family unit thing can actually look like one. You know what I mean? You can't, you have to be individually driven to grow, but the purpose of growing individually is so that you can come together stronger. Right. So,
well said.
Sevon coming on with Taylor, bad timing. No, it's fine, dude. Like it is what it is. They're on all the time now. You can't find a spot where they're not on.
Yeah.
Well, CrossFit asked, babe, do you think it's harder for us?
Yeah, he said all the lesbians, all the lesbians he knows struggle with monogamy.
That's a choice.
Are all the lesbians you know still in the club? Like if they're still going out to the club, even if they have a girlfriend or a wife or whatever, it's probably not where you want to be out at.
Well, I mean,
and I don't think that's I don't think that's an incorrect thing, but I know just as many heterosexual relationships as I know gay relationships that very much struggle with monogamy. So I don't know if it's like
poly marriages are the new trend now.
Yeah,
so
that's the new thing.
I see it all on these dating apps. It's like this lady's actually married, but she wants a side piece.
How can I say I love somebody enough to deny them their desires from somebody else? I'm like, I don't get down with that. I don't agree with that. If you want that,
co-opted into something that you probably don't agree with.
Right.
Yeah.
You're just like,
you want to do that, then don't get married.
You know, and you kind of feel like, oh gosh, like I want him to be happy. So, you know, or like whatever. And you're getting coaxed into something that you like, it's not like deep down, like innately embedded in us to want polygamy. We want monogamy. But you might be in a position to where you're like, well, if it keeps you happy, then you end up living a life of freaking misery because of that. You know?
Yeah.
Most of the time you hear that there's a main or there's a number one. So if you've ever heard these stories of polygamy, there's a main one or there's a number one wife.
Yeah.
So she gets all of the perks of being the wife, and then you have the second or the second wife or something like that gets to sleep in the bedroom some days a week, but not all. Like it's just like I don't know how, or I couldn't be in a marriage if I wasn't important. Like what the fuck is the point of being in a marriage if you're not the important one in the marriage?
My wife is the number one person in my life over my kids, over my mom, over anybody that I've ever known or anyone in my family. Or none. She's number one.
Right?
It's supposed to be, yeah.
Same.
Yeah. Sean Lenderman, are you describing a Diddy party? Like, what's going on?
That's what cracked me up.
Imagine being in a poly, but the other guy's hog is way bigger and he's better looking. God. And he's sitting in the corner. Where is it? And he's sitting just in the chair.
That sounds like, has this happened to you, Sean? Or is this personal experience?
That's Wow. But I like what Bernie said before.
Not the one that he just said.
No, not that one. Nope. I didn't even see that one. I'm backing up. In the past, marriage was considered a covenant. Now, for many, the majority, it's thought of like a lease. Like, like 10 years. We'll have some fun for 10 years and then I'm out. Like, what?
Hypothetically speaking.
I knew it, Sean. I knew there's no way you're a good looking dude.
Hopefully there's
no way that happened.
Well, I mean,
that was a great story.
I guess kind of to go back to CrossFit's original question, if he thinks it's difficult, if it's more difficult for gays and lesbians, I think that it could depend on how you come out. Meaning, if you come out and you're like, hey, can you mute Jeremy, please?
Yes, I know. I keep trying to do it when you talk for a while. Go ahead.
When you come out and you go to the club and you're just bright-eyed, bushy tail, holy shit, there's women everywhere. I want to touch everybody. I think that could be an experience where it could be very difficult. I was not that person. I found you, wanted to be with you, and I didn't have the same coming out, I guess you could say. So I could see where maybe if you come out all bright-eyed, then maybe it could be more difficult. But when you and I decided we were going to get married, we obviously were getting married to each other, nobody else.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I just took my headphone out. Is it better?
It depends on when Colleen talks.
Hello.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go. I think.
Oh, it's your headphones.
It's your headphones.
that's weird. I use the same ones every time. That's weird.
There we go. Oh, okay,
Anyways.
good.
We don't mesh.
about that.
That's why, Jam.
But yeah, no, I wasn't even trying to say like the club is bad, but like you hit the club. I'm not saying don't go on date night with your wife. Definitely go on date night and have a great. Oh, Sean, is Jeremy the friend?
Jesus.
Here we go, and it gets wild,
I plead the fifth.
and it's gonna go back to being wild in here again.
I plead the fifth.
Were you guys wild?
Don't read the other one, Jan's other comment about Sean's bull, Sean's wife's bull.
Were you guys wild before you guys got married?
Oh my God. You hear me? You hear what I said before? That was your boy was a slut, man. I don't know what is a slut, right? Let's define that first. But
Oh, for the love of God! I was gonna ask, can you define?
What's your body count, Jer? I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours.
private chat.
It's gonna start counting.
Yeah, I would honestly have to count at this point.
Just make little tick marks.
All right, let's
be
all
here
pause
for a
for the
minute.
next
Yeah,
5
for the
minutes.
next
Let's pause.
for the next show, rate your body count. I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours, and we'll see who the slut is.
Yeah, but for me, it was like so I talked about my childhood, right? We weren't allowed to date ever. I'm not talking about like until 16 or 15. Like we just could not have, me and my two brothers and my sister, none of us could ever date because my parents were 17 when they had they had a miscarriage, and then at 18 they had their first kid. So like if they did it, we're destined to have kids too early, out of wedlock, all these things. Anyways, so we couldn't date. There was no girl. I didn't lose my virginity until the first girl I was with. Well, duh. I didn't. Duh. But,
Yeah, that's what that's defined as.
when I was
How old
19 years old the first time I graduated high school,
19.
and like not too long after that. And when that happened, it was like, this is what I've been missing. And it was like game on. And obviously,
I
until I
won't say
met
that.
my,
That might hurt Jeremy's feelings.
I was about to say,
Can't say it.
and you're probably the cute little red bone kid with the like nice body and right?
girls loved it.
Yep.
Girls loved it.
Did you have a fro? Did you like have the high kid play?
No. I had the blonde mohawk for a minute.
Yes,
girls
you did.
really like that. But I was like 170 pound, like you said, 170 pound, red bone, chiseled
Yep.
young man, and I played music. I still play music. I played
Yeah, man.
music.
Just look at his bottom lip. Just by looking at his bottom lip, you know he was tearing it up in college. All you need to see is that bottom lip. I don't even need you to shave so I can see the upper one. The bottom one's fine.
Right. Yeah.
You
So
know.
I ran through my fair share, and then met the wife, and
Like look at
Ex-wife.
Dylan's bottom lip, and then look at Jeremy's bottom lip. Like
Dylan
You just
experiences my bottom lip. Let me
yeah,
tell you.
like,
Let me tell you.
oh God. Oh Trish.
Dylan, were you wild before you found your wifey?
No, not sexually.
He's got some good stories, but
I was a fucking idiot. Yeah, he
was.
But before I met my wife, I had recently really got my shit together, and I was not interested in pursuing a dating life or anything like that. I was just focused on fixing myself and growing and getting a career going and all that. And then, sure enough, I met her unexpectedly, and I I didn't expect myself to be, but I was in a really good spot, like mentally, to actually be I was only in pursuit of a relationship and a long-term, I didn't want to date and cruise around and like just like hookups and all that. It was too distracting. I didn't play with any of that. I met my wife in person, not on a dating app,
There you go. Yep.
So yeah, fortunately for me, when I did meet her, I had strong values and convictions that I stood by, and that's how I operated my life. And then she, was on that path as well and found that attractive. Thank God, because she's freaking smoking hot and I look like I do. So, it worked out. It worked out. But yeah, there was a growth of maturity. And God's timing was perfect with it, because I had a lot of shit to figure out. There's not a relationship I can recall that I didn't have a massive part in fucking it up. And that was because of juvenile attention to bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have any like scares, like Russian hooker type scares, like where you had to go get your gonorrhea prescription for you. So no, none of that. No.
drug my girl so that she won't find out.
Hey, to be clear, I'm not one of those who are like, man, I was out banging all the bitches and like.
Oh look, now he wants to walk it back.
I'm just saying, like, if you don't get the wrong idea here, like, I'm not saying,
first he's like, I'm a wild boy.
I did that shit, and
I'm
then
not.
Dylan
I'm
talked.
not like, look at me. I was banging them all. Like I was confined, man. The beast came out, and it was hard to tame that thing.
Right, he's like a cartoon character.
I'm like involuntarily like innocent on that front, because like I didn't have a shred of like confidence to talk to chicks anyway or hook up with chicks. I just wasn't that guy. I always wanted to be that guy because, well, I'm a guy. You know what I mean? And I had friends. I knew people that were like, I'm like, you? Like, like you're banging tens and you got a body count like crazy. And like, it just never made sense to me. I always just was massively insecure, just too nervous to talk to chicks and hook up and stuff. So it just never was a thing I had. I was always a hopeless romantic. So like I had this big like idea in my head of like this, like always every relationship I was in, there was this big romantic story that I would like to build up in my head, but it was all just lust and just like, I just was writing a story and just none of them were good. And I wasn't any kind of level of maturity to have like a deep relationship until just life changes happen. And then you just grow up. I don't know how to explain it other than like, you kind of got to get smacked around a little bit.
I get it.
And by life, not by chicks, but
same, right? Same.
What are your body counts, ladies?
No, we're doing this on the next show, right? You just said.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
You need a week to count them, so we'll give you the week to count it. And...
well, women. For me, women too.
Oh yeah, facts.
Oh okay.
Two.
Well, my male body count. I'm a 5-star, so.
There you go.
You're a 5-star?
5-star lesbian. Oh, he's getting educated again tonight. I haven't slept with a dude.
That makes you 5 stars?
Yeah.
5-star lesbian. Like
yes.
Mm-hmm.
So Colleen is, I don't know.
I am not a 5-star lesbian.
Not a 5-star.
Oh,
Colleen would not be one.
I think I've heard gold star.
There you go. Fine.
Is that same thing?
Same. Yeah. I am not a 5-star lesbian.
I'm also a 5-star.
Same thing.
As many other people on this show.
I lost a star today by watching Kill Taylor, but like, so it'll take me a week to get that star back. But
you may never get it back.
At least 4, yeah.
That might stick with you for some time.
Today was that one hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I've never seen before. A grown man. Yeah, that
is a white ass.
Dude, that was
Did he have a
wild.
mustache as well?
Huh?
What?
Did his ass have a mustache too?
Right over the top was a little red mustache.
Oh, they blurred it out, really?
Did they blur it out?
Damn.
I saw it. I already.
They said they were, but I thought they were joking. That's crazy.
No, they're gonna.
Nah,
Poor
Susan's
guy.
all
That-
over
You're
that.
not gonna be able to see it.
you can't let that roam around on the internet forever.
And not even because of that. Like Susan's all over that, so his channel doesn't get taken
Yeah,
down, you know,
exactly.
like, he's not gonna
but that
let
man wants kids and he's got a wife and
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's funny.
Yeah.
He's just being stupid and silly.
I mean,
man, how
to
mad would your wife be at you if you showed your asshole on the internet?
She probably would just go like, "Yep,
Like that's
you're an
Dylan.
idiot." Yeah.
That's just
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good wife. Good wife. Bill.
Oh
It's a good
man,
wife.
good. I'm glad they were able to blur it for him. Poor
I mean,
guy.
think of the porn stars out there. Think of all that are gonna have kids someday. How you not? I mean, even not porn star, but like the bikini models, the Sports Illustrated. You want your kid? Their kids are gonna see that someday.
Oh shit, y'all saw, but Jeremy, you
Bro.
probably know, but y'all saw that Bonnie Blue or whatever her name is. She got arrested. She gone. That's what's gonna happen if you keep out there being porn stars.
Yep.
Garrett currently at 4.6, still Amazon.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yo, Bernie, whatever. Your algorithm's been wild lately. He's been sending me all kind of like Jesus clips of like wrestling Jesus and going
Oh,
down a
wow.
slide
Oh
on the
yeah,
water.
he sent that one. And he was like, "Can Colleen please explain
But-
this?" And I said, "It's AI."
Like it's totally AI.
Bernie doesn't send me anything.
Huh?
Jeez.
Oh, Bernie, love your boy.
He don't like you, Jim.
Hey, how old's your
I don't like
how old's
me
your boy
either.
now?
He's 8.
He's about to be 9. He'll be 9 in April.
Mhm.
How do you guys? Do you guys have an idea of how you're going to deal with the internet, the porn thing? I know it's a ways away, but it's probably closer than you'd like to.
Don't tell Colleen that. She's not ready for that boy to grow up.
We're
Because for me, like my mom had like Victoria's Secret catalogs. Fuck, a Sears catalog was enough, but like
Sure, that was a
you know, I didn't
did you
get
say a
computer.
Sears catalog was
Sears?
Oh
enough?
yeah, dude. Just a couple bras. Oh
That's all
man.
it
You
took.
guys remember
Right
Ames?
there.
You guys remember
Ames,
store
no.
Ames?
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah. April
Um,
what? What's April what's his birthday?
13.
13th.
Oh, my youngest is April 16th.
So what we keep him off of the internet as much as possible. I mean, that's yeah. Right now he can go on our iPad, but we obviously see exactly what he's looking up. And right now he's just looking up sports stuff. We actually have to be more aware as what he's watching on TV because Garrett loves sports. So he's watching ESPN. And you know, if we go
He
out
found
to
that
lunch,
hockey thing because what was the name of that hockey?
no, he didn't find it. We were watching something
Burns.
else that
No,
had
I
the
know.
same name.
But it
What
had the
ho-
same
what,
name. It
Rivalry.
was rivalries.
Rivalries.
So there's a football rivalries that's about like high schools, like Massachusetts high schools going against each other, their little towns and whatever.
Mhm.
And then there's the hockey one, the rivalries, where it's nothing but gay butt sex the entire time.
Mhm.
What?
Yep.
Yeah,
I think it's on HBO.
it's on HBO Max, but so is this other rivalries thing that he watches.
Mm.
So we had to be careful that he doesn't click on the wrong one and be like, oh look, because the thumbnail makes it look like it's just about hockey.
Right. And he loves
Wow.
hockey.
And he loves hockey. So we can't
Wow.
let him click on this thing because it's just a bunch of dudes getting railed.
Yeah. He did rivalry.
Wow.
Yep.
So yeah. But it has the same word in it.
That just sounds like a gay porn. What? It's a
It
show.
does. I know what
It's
I'm
a
watching.
show,
right
but
now.
it's
It is.
basically just gay porn.
Mhm.
So
I got my itinerary for tonight.
He's gonna send it to Dylan. They're gonna watch it together.
oh
Virtually.
shit.
But yeah, we're gonna obviously he's not gonna get a phone anytime soon. Again, he doesn't have access to our
Do you have
phone.
an age for that? For the phone thing?
I don't want him to have a phone for as long as
As
possible.
long as possible.
Yeah.
If we can get him, I mean, I'm even that parent that's like, get him a fucking flip phone or
Yeah.
something. Or don't they have
Yeah, 30.
like
Facts.
can't I get a watch that's attached to my phone, but you can set the kids like, isn't there something like that? Or it's like a small phone that you can only put like 3 or 4 numbers on. I think they might have had it a while
There's
ago.
things
but-
like that for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. But also you have to be careful of that shit because we had flip phones and we still could get on the fucking internet.
Yeah, we
You know
found
what I
a
mean?
way.
too.
We
So-
found a way. Yeah.
Yeah, afraid of that shit now too. Got to worry more about random ads on videos and apps now more than anything. Yeah, it is true. Like
Everything
the ads
has
are
an
just as
ad.
bad as like anything they can Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, so he said something to me the other day, and I was like, "Where the hell did you hear that?" And he was like, "On ESPN." And I was like, "Fuck, it is an adult show. It is an adult show." So we just have to be just aware as to what he's watching. But you know, I've said this before, like I just don't, and you know, we kind of talked about it at the beginning with it being Black History Month or whatever. Like my kid at 8 knows about slavery. I don't remember learning about slavery until I was in my teens.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that it might not have been taught, but like I don't remember it being learned so young. And for me, I'm sad that they're learning things so young, but then I have to flip it around and understand that Garrett also really is interested in history. And so we have talked about different things in history. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Django was crazy.
Like there's just that balance of how you.
It's how you nurture it and how
yeah,
for sure. 100%. I'll give you a parenting win for me that I just experienced this past week. My oldest is 13. So it started off bad and then it turned into good. Her history teacher emailed me saying, "Hey, Isabella's had this project that, he gave me kind of the details and she hasn't been using her time wisely in school to do it. Right. So I'm like, hey, Isabel, what's going on with this project? What is the project? Why aren't you working on it? Blah, blah, blah. And she says the project is about Native American sports team names and the controversy behind it. And she said, I don't care. I don't care enough about whatever this means. So she showed me what she wrote up, and it was essentially like her explaining how she doesn't really care. She doesn't think it matters enough to like write a paper about it. And I was actually proud. And I said, Isabel, that is totally cool. And you are actually right. Now just write a little bit more. Write a little, I mean, hell, I'll let you use my chat GPT to make it a little bit longer or something. But to the point that was being made there, it's like about nurturing, obviously leading. Saban talks about creating boundaries and letting them thrive in those boundaries. That's what I've been doing with my kids, is like creating boundaries, and this matters, this really doesn't. This matters, this really doesn't. You know what I mean? So they know something like the controversy of Native American sports teams. It don't really matter. It's not a big deal. You know what I mean? So
how old is this, Bill?
13.
What's the purpose of the assignment?
That's the next conversation I'm having with the teacher. I know it's probably a curriculum, probably nationwide, I would imagine. But like, why are we making the implication to 13-year-olds that there's controversy behind sports teams names that happen to be Native American? Because stats show that they've polled many Native Americans and most don't care. They thought they were being honored, so
they can argue it all they want. I tend to agree with Trish on that. Like, she's 13. It's just make the argument that like, hey, I'm a girl. I don't give a shit about sports teams or their mascots or the whatever. Why would I do some shit like that? Like, it just,
I love blood pressure. But so yeah, the first to that story, like the original conversation I had was,
Trish.
the original conversation I had is hey, like you're gonna have to kind of choose a side here. But she's like, I know. So I was like, either you're gonna have to like write that you think there is controversy, or that there's not. Like which one do you think? And she's like, I don't think there's a controversy. So I'm gonna write that, but I'm also gonna write like that I don't think this matters as much. And I'm like, hey, I respect that. That's how you see change start happening, is when people are like, hey man, why are we making a big deal? Like, why are we making a big deal about Trump sharing a video?
Here it is. Good job, Jeremy. Here we go. This is the last controversy.
You weren't gonna save this for Tuesday. You want to do this?
No, let's do it now. Fuck it.
Let's get into it.
Start early.
Let's get into it.
Boy.
Before we get out of here, let's get this last controversial thing out the way. So, since it was such a big freaking problem. Here we go. I might have to mute it because of the song on it, but.
Gonna lie, when I first saw this image, y'all almost got me. Then I saw the whole video.
Typical.
So the whole thing was a Lion King parody. A Lion King parody. Did they choose a poor clip to put on the internet? For sure, you're right on. For sure, for sure. But let's find out how Trump actually feels about black people, shall we?
African Americans built this nation. You built this nation. You know, you're just starting to get real credit for that.
Okay. So, do you want to finish it?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I don't know if you know that. You're just starting to you built the nation. We all built it, but you were such a massive part of it. Bigger than you were given credit for. Does that make sense?
That's what I thought, bitch. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know who that guy is. I haven't followed him yet, but
Brandon.
That's what I was gonna say. That
Yes.
place got some nice waves.
for
Yeah,
real,
you
those
do.
are
Someone
fire
earlier
waves.
commented they thought I was wearing a do-rag to fit in, and it's because I'm protecting my waves. That's all. Gotta preserve the waves, dog.
Well, now you know. Next time we do a show together, get your do rag on, dude. Let's go.
Holy crap! That was
Where's
so
your blackface?
Oh yeah.
yeah, right. So the whole thing, so that's what everybody's pissed about is putting. I get it. Like if you just put that Dylan Ware and Durag, if you just put that clip up of just Obama and just the Obamas, like yeah, sure, I can see you getting mad, but like he's trolling. It's all a troll. All
No,
he
do
ever
you
does
know
is
the
troll.
whole video?
What?
Like what was posted? Either it be Trump or someone like that works for him that runs his social media or whatever. They were showing a whole minute-long video of what the 2020 election vote count looked like until it got shut down at in the middle of the night, and then they had to find ballots and recount and stuff. And then after it reopened, there was a massive spike, and that's what the video was. That if you look at that video, it's always cropped and clipped to just show that little snippet.
Yeah, every time. Yeah.
But the entire video was not at all what he was trying to show. What was that? Was that spoof video of the Lion King?
This is what he's talking about.
More updated information about the Obama monkey video thing. Apparently, that's not even the actual video that Trump shared. Trump's account shared a completely different, unrelated video, but the screen recorder caught 3 seconds of that Obama video. Take a look.
It's gonna play. Hold on.
There was a massive spike occurred that favored Joe Biden.
Damn.
And I noticed this originally when everyone was sharing the screenshot. When you look at the screenshot, the vision of the Obamas is at the very end of whatever Trump shared. However, the video, the original video with the Obamas in it, has the Obamas at the very beginning of the video. So it wouldn't make any sense. I was like, oh, well, maybe it was a loop. That doesn't make any sense. It makes a lot more sense that this is just a little snippet of the next video that came up on X when this person was doing a screen record, right? Trump staffer was screen recording on their phone. And I know this as a content creator. This happens to me all the time. Now, I will say very clearly, whoever did this probably needs to be fired because they were stupid and didn't proof check their work before submitting it. This is just a foolish error, but it is frustrating to me. I do want the White House to come out and just flat out apologize, say that this is not, condemn the video itself. That would be helpful. I know that Trump is not a racist. We all know that Trump is not a racist. There's too many instances of him laughing, enjoying Obama for us to claim that he hates Obama or that he's a racist.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she goes.
Okay.
Two things can be true at the same time. That's the thing is you can't. It's not this mutually exclusive thing. Two things can be true at the same time. One, it was dumb to post that to not click that. That's we all agree. No one's saying no one's saying otherwise. Two, he's not racist. Both of those things can be true at the same time. I have Garrett. I don't know how much racism you've dealt with in your life, but I have seen it here and there. My dad's from Southern Georgia. Go down there and you're likely to see it more. But I've seen it here and there. There has been nothing about this man he can say too much, like I do. He can say too much. He can be.
He tells short, long stories. Yeah.
He tells short, long stories. He can be a little off. I get all that. Like, I understand all that. But there's been nothing that homeboy has done that I have seen that is, yep, he's racist. And this is proof. This is the final nail in the straw. He's just not there. You know what I'm saying?
My thing is, maybe he is racist to some people. Like, in somebody else's story, in somebody else's experiences, and somebody else's whatever, maybe to them he was racist. To me, I personally haven't seen it. I don't know where it is. I don't know this booger thing you're talking about, Trish.
Right,
I didn't see that. But I mean, I guess it's possible. If you want to think he's racist, go for it. I don't. Round and round we go. Where Jeremy stops, nobody knows.
It's like Willy Wonka or whatever when they were on the.
Do you think racism is objective or subjective?
It can be very subjective.
Well, that would make
There's
it not racism, right?
There's discernment and there's racism, and we've heard it said a lot about you walking down the block and a group of young black kids with their pants hanging down their ass. You cross the street, right? Like that doesn't mean racist.
If it's a group of young kids that look like that, like I'm not gonna
fuck
risk
around.
it. Yeah, no, I'm gonna cross the street.
That's discernment. That's not racism.
Their skin color.
That's
if
just,
they look like thugs, I'm not gonna go near them.
Right. So and I'll tell you what. You know who else doesn't want to go near people like that? A lot of black people. Like a lot of black people I know are like, man, I ain't trying to hang around. You know, if they're walking down the street, I'm going on the other side. That's just discernment. That's not racism. Racism would be if you and your white friends confronted them and treated them horribly and called them racial slurs. That would be racism.
Because that's what I think. That's what I want Dylan to. Is that kind of where you're getting at? Because that's the whole thing around hate speech too. Like, you can't define hate speech because something that's hateful to me might not be hateful to you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is that it's eye of the beholder sort of deal. So it's like if you feel like I'm racist to you, like that doesn't mean I'm a racist.
Right. Yeah, that's just my
you just got your feelings hurt and you attach racism to it by some, whatever. If I make certain proclamations that I believe that because of a certain amount of melanin in your skin, it equates to you being lesser of a human than me, and that's my belief, that's racism, like by definition. But if I'm an asshole to you, if I'm an asshole to you and you equate it to your skin color, that's your issue, not mine.
Right. Yeah.
So that doesn't make me a racist automatically. I might be an asshole to you because I do think you're inferior because of your skin color, right? Deep down or whatever the case is, that would certainly make me a racist. But if you just feel because I was an asshole to you, it was that and you made that leap, you're making a leap. And so I'm saying it's not a subjective thing. It's complete object reality of you're a racist or you're not. And you can be a dickhead and an asshole in many ways to many people. And unfortunately, sometimes it's going to come across that way, but it's not a blanket truth about who that person is, I'm
with you on that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was well
very
said.
well said. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Yeah, guys, cool hanging out.
This is fun.
I'm sure. I'm sure we'll do this again. Pat's going on vacation, so he'll get his break on Tuesday. But I'm gonna try to rotate some people so we can get some. Everybody gets to talk to somebody new, and we can have some fresh ideas, and everybody gets a break and calms down. Politics gets a little heated sometimes. It's a little crazy.
No. There's definitely not chats where we're arguing all the time. No,
there's definitely not those. And this was how Jeremy and Brianna were fighting last night. This is definitely how it went down. Right here. Ready? Let me show you the video of it. This is the video
guys were
evidence.
On with Brianna last night?
No, this is the video evidence of the group chat fighting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who cries? Jeremy? Is Jeremy crying?
Absolutely.
No, I think the crying part was me.
Yeah. You're in the
That's
background.
me.
Gee, you're the dad in the background there.
That's probably true.
Oh, man.
shit. Oh, fuck. All right.
Yeah, I need to tune into those episodes more. Those are the ones that you have on Tuesdays, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You should come hang out with us too. Be
Dylan,
I would love to.
anytime you want.
Listen, if you're free Tuesday,
yeah.
let me know because you can have my seat.
Oh, Pat's going to Aruba. He's going to some sunny paradise thing next week
Yeah.
that he's doing.
Yeah,
so
he's legit going on vacation.
Yeah, he's going on.
Yeah, that would be fun. I've heard a little bit of Brianna talking, and she's young, right? She's like 20 something, 22.
Don't start saying she's young. Your
Yeah,
DMs
you'll
will
offend her,
blow
bro.
up
You'll
like
offend her.
goes so fast.
Why?
It's inside.
she hates
Yeah,
that.
she's 24.
24, I think.
She's young.
Sure. Oh, did I say that out loud?
She's young. I'm young.
That's
I mean,
That's
I
going
just mean
It's going
I
to be
was actually leading into for the little bit that I've heard, it seems like she has an incredible intellect. From my understanding, she dealt with TPUSA on some capacity.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was in there. Yeah.
She's involved with the Libertarian Party. I like a lot of the views that I think like her standpoints have, even if I disagree. I think like she often is very articulate in her arguments, and she has a conviction and stands by it, you know, and I think it's all very well said and well received. And then Pat is like, he's subject to being the angry guy in the chat. And I think because he's always in the chat, there's so much limitation on what you can say or the argument that you can make. He comes off as more abrasive. But you know, I'm curious to listen to more of him on your show, because he's probably got a similar thing that I've heard from Brianna, which is like a better, more well-rounded, articulated thought. Am I off on that? Or
I just like them because
you're so nice to Pat.
We all want to like Pat.
So
we all
nice
do.
to Pat. No,
I haven't watched enough, you know. I
Pat
don't.
just yells a lot. Pat just
he makes
has
it
a very
He's passionate.
He's like a Jersey guy, isn't he?
No, he's from Massachusetts, but
That's
he
it.
comes. Yeah, he
New
looks
England.
like one.
Yeah, New
Just
England.
put a gold chain around his neck, and he could be from the Jersey Shore.
There's only one thing I've been like really bothered with what Pat had said, which was he said that Taylor was having a rough week, kind of throwing a jab, and I thought,
yeah.
I got really disgusted by that. I was pretty pissed off, but then I was like, well, that's pretty foolish of me to be angry at somebody who says something very brief in the chat and to make so much assumptions. You know what I mean? So, you know, whatever, he gets a pass. I don't, you know, until you talk to somebody, you don't know, man.
Poor Dylan, he's new to this. Break him in on Tuesday.
I'm telling you, Dylan, especially with how passionate you get, you and Pat talking to each other.
That'd be a great show. That'd be a really good show.
That's gonna be 5-star YouTube
content right there.
Wow.
I'm in. I like it. I like the discussion. I like
Can't wait.
Whatever, you were ready to leave. You were hoping your wife went into labor at the 15-minute mark. He was
That's because we were talking about sucking hemorrhoids out of a butthole.
Bro.
Not the same thing.
Trish is the real MVP. My God.
Is that the OG Trish? Do we know?
Yeah, that's real Trish.
OG.
Yeah, that's OG Trish. That's the.
She's been feisty.
That's the lady herself.
The only reason I'm a little hesitant to say it is because OG Trish never got political, and now gets political. And
No,
has
she
some
did.
No, she
She's
did
a fight with
too.
Sevy all the time.
Yeah, she did.
For
Yeah,
real?
she did.
Yeah, she's the fight
All
with
right,
Sevy
Trish.
all the time.
You
Yeah,
died,
she was the OG
and I
Pat.
forgot about you for a little bit. I'm sorry.
She was the OG Pat. She
Yeah,
used to
yeah.
be lighting up Sevy in the comments.
That's fair.
I guess maybe I misread.
New year, new Trish. I would love it if Grundler would come on a Tuesday show. That
That'd
would be
be cool.
freaking amazing.
I would. You
does
want to hear
John
me
Young-
quiet? I wouldn't say anything. I would just listen to him.
Yo, he's fun. He's fun to talk to.
Bill
John
Grondler is fun to talk to. He's
John
great.
Young on Tuesday's show. Does he do politics though, or does he just? We would just have to do a God show, I think, which I don't mind.
I wonder.
Bro, if you do a God show, I want to be on that shit.
You want to be on a God show? Maybe I'll make a
Dude.
Tuesday God show.
I love Jesus, dude.
I was saying about Grundler, I was complimenting. I was saying like I would just shut up and listen because he's the
Yeah, but that's
wise
no
man,
fun if
you
we're
know?
gonna have like. Well, yeah,
I know. I'm just teasing.
All right, guys.
Joseph, you need to be here for Jesus Talk.
Yeah.
If I need to be here for Jesus Talk, so do you.
Yeah, Megan, you too. Don't skip out on that shit, girl.
Just
He
text
loves
me,
us
like,
all.
what is this?
All right, guys. Thank you. Damn, Bernie.
Oh
God.
my god. Jeez.
And he's the one that sends me that real Trish was the other prisoner in Epstein's story. Oh God.
Y'all are wild.
All right.
All right, love you guys.
Love you. Thank
see
you
you again
all.
soon.
We'll see
Love
you
you.
soon.
Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Thank you guys.